Every like helps the channel. Thank you.
I'm very few.
Even the undefeated have moments on the edge.
Over his ankle. No knockdown.
Even Oleksandr Usyk has had fights where everything hung by a thread.
Good shot there from AJ. He's pulled Usyk down now. He's the go for it, really throws these shots in.
Here are the top 3 toughest fights of Usyk's career.
Команды решили переходить в супер тяжелую весовую категорию.
He demolished Chaz Witherspoon in his heavyweight debut and then set his sights on one of the UK's loudest boxers, Derek Chisora. Entering the ring as the underdog, Derek lived up to his nickname, War, giving the favorite such a thrashing in the first 4 rounds that Usyk's fans were nervously holding their heads. Derek charged forward like a tank, leaving Usyk with no option but to run around the ring for safety.
Down to the heavyweight world. You're so up for this one, Matt. Yeah, well, straight away. Early. Oleksandr Usyk, as we expected. He wants to make it physical and grueling in there. Back Usyk up. And this is good work from Chisora. This is exactly what he needs to do. Good right hand there from Chisora. He's getting close. He knows he's got to force the pace. He can't stand on the outside. Whistle round the ring on his back foot. There's a left hand. He'll be the screw immediately. Trying to make it really tough. Usyk as well, getting up some shots. And he's seeing these shots come. He's tucking up. And quality technician. And he'll be expecting all of this. Just standing his ground a bit, Usyk. Time him, take that half step back and walk him onto his shot. If he stays on the outside too long, he's got to force. He's got to be feeling his pace. These are hard shots going in from Usyk. I'm not saying they're hurt. He's got the read of Chisora now as well. He might start sitting down on his shots a bit more. Again, nice chopping 1-2. That's Oleksandr Usyk, so he's just got to get as close as he can and make it as rough. Yeah, exactly. He's just trying to close it down. I think it's taking so much energy and hard work to get. If he's got that room, Matt, he can be ever so good, Usyk. It's super to watch, isn't it? Yeah, great head movement as well. Yeah, I think it's the fatigue factor. I think and that's what Oleksandr goes when he knocks guys out. Wilder being pretty vocal today as well about the anger at Fury not face opener, but I think he seems comfortable judging that distance. The southpaw style. Big start to the third from the Ukrainian, but Chisora meets him. Took him well, he's been hit by bigger punches, but it's the accuracy. Oleksandr Usyk at heavyweight, 15.5 stone. Toe-to-toe slugfest with Dillian White, where you go standing there. And with the other, hit him, stick the head in there. Whatever it takes to win, he's not going to outbox. To this boxing wizard. I don't know, Matt, doesn't he just need to try and he went away, didn't he, from home to do it. Gives you the little feint, takes that half step back, you lunge, fall into no man's zone. To box more, then. Control from you, Usyk. Trained for so long, but when quality punches are coming back at him, and this has to try and throw more combinations, doesn't he, Matt? Tyson Fury, WBC, will be defending December the 5th. With big shots, quality work from Oleksandr Usyk, and you wonder if he can even back Chisora up. Super talent. Yeah, super talent. Like I said, his ankle. No knockdown. Constantly chasing Usyk down. I don't think he'll ever have to have done that. And the right hand. 1 or 2 getting through. Round number 5. Anthony Joshua. We got taken out by David Hay. Tough so quickly. He's so clever with his feet and his. And when he won that World Boxing Super Series at Cruiserweight, beat the best, Marco Huck, to get that world title fight. A shoulder issue. I thought Lopez did so well in that fight. Chuck out a few combinations, especially body shots, if he's going to have any.
But It's simply unrealistic for a 265-pound boxer to maintain that pace, and round 5 became the turning point, with Usyk seizing control and confidently pushing the fight to a decisive victory.
A decent lead at this stage. And from Chisora in this round, pummeling away, but the hand speed with Usyk of the effort he's given. Chisora turns southpaw again. He's trying to shake things up. Usyk just nods at him. Success here.
Outside your peripheral vision.
Swing 66 of his career. 142nd of Usyk's professional. Good start from Chisora. Moments to play a part in this. This is better from Chisora.
I think he'll know what it's like to be in with a real heavyweight. You know, he wants to fight for heavyweight world title.
Just getting fronts against Usyk, who's got that skill set, trainer. Oleksandr Briedis. And he was having a decent round. Body shot from Usyk. Usyk knows what the heavyweight world's all about now. Resistance, resilience, who has. Well, he's got it absolutely right, Oleksandr Usyk. But his spirit and his heart, Chisora. Well, he's a brilliant fighter, isn't he? Wonderful technician, Oleksandr.
And the new WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Oleksandr Usyk.
Despite a clear and confident victory over Anthony Joshua in their first bout, the rematch turned out to be far more difficult. Heavy exchanges from both sides, several razor-thin moments, a split decision, one of the most intense and dramatic fights of Oleksandr Usyk's career.
Hustle on his left boot. Line J within 6 or Usyk late.
Needs to let that go right hand. Usyk, lovely left hand down the middle. Good right hand from Joshua.
Clever as well. Body shot for the first time. He did that so well. He believes he can bounce back here. 35.
Yeah, just shot from the outside here. Hard to hit a moving target. Good shots though from Usyk to dictate the terms. He's got to let that right hand to the body go, which he did do then.
It's a better start than he had in
Good
London.
right hand to the body.
In Dubai, we've heard about the swimming, the underwater, and the fights. Joshua didn't even have 50.
Got Usyk constantly on his feet, very light on his feet.
Exceptional technician. But Joshua is... He's got to try and walk through walls. The quality there for all to see. The downstairs where they want to aim. More so than...
Joshua keeping his hands up nice and high though.
Body shot from Joshua. A body shot again. And a right hand.
We got that one, it was close round the last one.
Much the same at 15-11 and a half. It already feels a much closer fight. Lovely left hand from it. Both holding. I mean, this is a real fight.
Good shot.
How about that
Body
for Joshua? He'll work the body. If he can get there, Usyk tries one. Trying to toy with Joshua's mind, which looks strong. In the amateurs, never been down as a pro. Physically.
Good shot. Targeting, whipping them in.
He was really... And a body shot from Joshua. With that speed, good defensive figure.
That AJ is making Usyk fight out the AJ. He's popping in with the straight left down the middle, he's snapping the head back.
Extraordinarily mobile.
That canvas is going to be a problem.
Shot.
Yeah. And again, that's better.
Try to sustain it here. Mastering his art, Joshua. So difficult to pin down.
Well, that's better.
The corners, throw the volley of punches, rough him up.
Good
That's
shot.
better with it.
AJ wants to stay targeting. Good shot there from AJ. He's caught Usyk there.
Again, Usyk in real.
When he gets him on the ropes, then he can pose himself now. He's to go for it, really throws these shots in.
Joshua Yeah, this is better from Josh.
Late on here, most torrid round. And Josh, he smiles through the gum shield.
Across the ring, onto the ropes.
Oh, left hand from Usyk.
Taking them well, still coming forward.
And he'll want to try and do it again.
Oh, good shot from Joshua!
Bang! His powers of recovery. Usyk not the biggest puncher, but to Joshua, he wants that Fury fight. He lit Tottenham. He'd have a little dodgy spell and he'd come back very quick.
Oh, good shot from Usyk.
Oh, he's a bit open here. Starting to really plant it. Remember, he nearly stopped him in the dying seconds. Usyk.
Yeah, that was a big right hand from Joshua. Best box.
Sweetly, didn't he?
And he got all big shots.
Joshua attempting to prove time around, but still Usyk finding the answers. Gets the body and just far to throw everything at Usyk. And he's got a risk game in his tracks. All about the massive risk here, isn't it? Happening of Anthony Joshua.
Good shot from Joshua.
But the spirit
Joshua to pin him on the ropes.
I think he's in another fairly wide.
It's just so slippery, Usyk.
Tottenham, but Usyk is just so good.
Angle. Joshua has to reset, start again.
Have been good
And a good right hand there from Joshua too.
Remember the last round at Tottenham.
Over the ring. Well, he's backed up on the ropes, now he gets back into the ring.
Usyk comes back with body shots.
Just coming underneath the shot, spinning out and getting right.
And time is going to run out unless he finds something.
Good right hand from Joshua. But again, Usyk there is
Rotting his name as a real true world heavyweight Oleksandr Usyk, who has that Usyk foundation.
Oleksandr Usyk.
So here we go then, the first of a scheduled 12 3-minute rounds in this unification face-off.
It became clear from the start that the Ukrainian was in for a very tough night.
Rapid right jab that he's rifling again, straight between the high-held hands, and a hard left hand to have here just beyond the mid from Briedis.
Briedis, pressing the action, skillfully cut off the ring, effectively countering Usyk's superior speed with precise timing.
Both men looking to fight in the space. Usyk, such a wonderful mover with his feet and from the waist, but he's being is their first and only southpaw unorthodox fight. Actually stepping on the left leg, on the left foot of Usyk. Usyk in a stiff right hand, and there's a mark in this second round. Double left right.
Moreover, the Latvian fought with impressive efficiency.
To set up Cam Cross. One to the head, one to the body. Back comes Usyk with a right hook, prepared diligently. Alive, an exchange of jabs in his hometown to court with. But Briedis producing an inspired performance against the man he has fought of a training camp. Good writing up to be the contest everyone hoped it would. Left cross success for Usyk. Briedis comes back tied. Good right hand over the top from Briedis, and Usyk's tucking up just a line.
Usyk, as usual, was the more active fighter, throwing significantly more punches, but Briedis was prepared. He remained calm and accurate, and his punches landed with more force than Usyk's.
I hesitate to call it give and take because both men are working on their defense as well, but an uppercut success on the inside from Briedis. Hook around the corner. The punches coming from the WBC champ. Terrific second round, and the bell hasn't been heard. The men continue to exchange. Final action in the cruiserweight division. That there, a winner contest is Daniel van der Velde of Belgium. As Usyk, powerful operator, and he has used skill. Over 13 fights without defeat. Top from Briedis. Usyk back before establishing his right jab once again. Just threat to go around the rear of the head of Usyk. This is absolutely terrific stuff. Fighters to finish strong as Usyk scores with a terrific straight jolting the fight won. Scores with the right hook around the corner. The heads came together there, and that's why Usyk is rubbing his forehead. He's proven to be back system. Takes into account this lands with a good right hand to the body. Oh, good right hand. Both of these men called in young, hungry fighters to serve the thing so far.
Good right hand to the body. Usyk tries to respond with a southpaw left downstairs. For their man, good right jab. He's surrounded by Ukrainian boxing royalty. Maneuvers from him, but then a good two-shot salvo at mid-range from Briedis. Usyk being forced backwards, but now plants his feet and tries to force Briedis back. But Briedis proving impossible. UK sparring partners, unbeaten cruiserweight boxer in just a couple of weeks, and this is a strong portion of the round for Briedis. Usyk spending an awful lot of time covering up, trying to repel these attacks. He comes back with a left uppercut of his own, but it's now. The straight right jab. Briedis has been made to be uncomfortable, and Usyk is increasing the tempo. All the damage knows. Left drives him backwards once again. He's trying to fight back, but there's less potency. Defeated cruiserweight prospects Mikel Lawal. His fifth round, he spits a fleck of blood, and his head is buffeted by a two-shot salvo. The bell barely audible once again at the conclusion of once again. Looking to build on the momentum that he established in training 2 to 3.
After taking several hard shots and suffering a cut, Usyk managed to seize the initiative in the second half of the fight.
Sundays was the only day he loses balance, partially blocked by the glove, but those two weren't. He would play basketball along with his fellow champions of Oleksandr Usyk. He's trying to get his own back, scores with a left hook on the of the WBC champion. Even though he's more aggressive, still operating at an incredibly conceding that this is the biggest fight of his career. In defending that.
Finally putting his brilliant footwork to full use and increasing pace even more. The Ukrainian heavyweight began to pull the fight in his favor, though this wasn't domination. Usyk was leading the dance, but Briedis stuck to his game plan. He continued to close the distance and successfully switched his attacks from head to body.
Into round 8 of what has been an absolutely fascinating. Stands his ground momentarily, gets through with the left. Success in response from Usyk. There's a being drowned out. Right hand to the body. And he acknowledged that. Cryptic manner that he had. Which some enterprising creative has turned into a rather more expansively, he said, continuing to work his way forwards. Ukrainian WBO champ. The holds in the defense of
the southpaw stance didn't bother the Latvian either. Still, in those rounds, he had to play catch-up.
In a straight line, still bobbing and weaving, still working that right hand, and keenly contested. Pecking behind a left jab, still breathing through an open. Both Usyk and Kenny Bayless intimating that he's to keep the punches up. Good right jab from Usyk. Just beginning to get a swelling beneath. Horrific action between two.
It seemed the Ukrainian southpaw had fully taken control. By the championship rounds, Maris was clearly tired, slowing down and losing some of his earlier sharpness. Usyk, as usual, ramped up the pressure during this phase and landed many left crosses on the Latvian.
In that coming together, Usyk scored first with a left cross, then Briedis responded. Somebody is likely to come away with all 4 championship belts. Good left hand over the top from Usyk. Extract the very best of one. Didn't really put much on it, but it was a scoring shot. Fighters' records, but somebody will progress tonight because of the aforementioned. There is a draw. For the WBO became widely recognized to recognize the cruiserweight division. Both boxers.
But the final 12th round saw no clear advantage for either fighter. The Latvian gathered his remaining strength and gave it everything he had, as did Usyk.
In this bid to become the unified champion of the trying to save himself now, or set himself for one from Briedis. And another shot from the right flank, one hand behind the left glove of Usyk. To the championship that the other pursuit of a place in the final of the Muhammad Ali Trophy, as Briedis lands a cracking for that juncture tonight. And both men fully on display here between these two athletes with perfect records, and still both men punching right up until the final bell. What a fantastic contest we have just witnessed.
Given the incredibly competitive nature of the fight, and especially the fact that it was held in the opponent's backyard, there was little confidence after the final bell that the decision would favor the Ukrainian. Fortunately, the judges didn't pretend that they had watched a different fight. Two of them had the score of 115 to 113 in favor of Usyk, while the third saw it as a draw, 114 to 114.
Oleksandr Usyk.
A very fair and accurate score that reflected just how difficult this victory was for Usyk. And for that reason, its taste was all the sweeter. Everything was clear without a word. Bruises, swelling, and visible damage told the whole story. No one before or after ever hit Usyk as cleanly and as hard as Briedis did. This fight didn't just leave a mark on his career, it left one on his face and stayed for a long time.